All right, today for the Intellectual Minute, we are going to give our top five NFL wide receiver duos in the league right now, going into the future. Number five, Max, start us off. What do we
The
got?
Green Bay Packers with Christian Watson.
Controversy.
With Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs, I really don't think it's much of a controversy if you look at the league and you see what Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson have been able to do. Christian Watson, 7 touchdowns, and the dude has played in about 6 games this season. It's truly unbelievable what he's been able to do in a Packers uniform and how he's been able to impact our offense, pairing perfectly with Romeo Dobbs, who already has 40 receptions and over 400 yards this season. Just a spectacular duo, and honestly, a lot of expectations were on these two shoulders heading into the year, having Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, and I think that they've done a pretty damn good job of living up to expectations.
Yep, it's definitely a bolder call with having them in the top five, but it's going to happen. And rolling around to number 4, we love this duo out in San Francisco, Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk.
And I mean, honorable mention, George Kittle.
Yep, George, obviously, and they have Christian McCaffrey, the best receiving back out of the field or out of the backfield. But both of these 49ers youngsters play like they've been launched like a rocket, and both are best deployed of part of the overall grand mission for Kyle Shanahan's run-heavy offense. But Samuel, he's the all-around package, rightfully doubling, as a supercharged running back, but also obviously great with the yak, the yards after the catch. Brandon Ayuk is an athletic freak. He's really coming onto his own, on the perimeter as a safe and speedy bet for whoever's at the helm, whether that's the Purd or Jimmy G or Trey Lance. But we got the 49ers coming in at number 4. Number 3, none other than the self-declared Dark Knights out of Philadelphia, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith's slender profile, obviously he's super tiny, but he is precise in his route running, precision timing. He gives the grit. He gives the clutch aggression. My God, he is fun to watch. Yes, he is, like I said, extremely small, but he is absolutely coming into his own this year with Jalen Hurts. And then A.J. Brown, he is a physical freak. It's so fun to watch him. He's faster than everyone. He's bigger than everyone. He elevates over everyone. I mean, he is truly becoming one of the best receivers in the NFL. I absolutely love watching the Eagles. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown might even take over number 1 within the next few years.
Number 2, we're going down to the Bayou. Who they gonna beat them Bengals?
The Bayou?
Oh, wait, no, that's not the Bayou. But anyway, the Bengals. Number 2, we have Jamar Chase and we have T. Higgins. It goes to show you how great and phenomenal these two young wide receivers are. Just in their first year in the NFL, T. Higgins' second year, but Jamar Chase's first year in the NFL, taking the Bengals to the Super Bowl, losing. But they will be back, and I think they will be back this year. The Cincinnati Bengals are a tough, dominant duo at wide receiver, giving good old Joe Cool Burrow endless weapons to be able to throw to. Not only that, but they're creating opportunities for every single one of their receiving core. Just pulling up the stats really quick this year. So far, we have 7 touchdowns for T. Higgins and over 1,000 yards receiving, and Jamar Chase playing in limited games. Right, playing with limited games has 8 touchdowns and just about 1,000 yards at this point. So phenomenal. Those two do a exciting duo.
They are so fun to watch. T. Higgins, it's very sad. The Packers did not draft him. 6'4" playmaker, absolute assassin. Jamar Chase is an absolute assassin out there with his deceptive shiftiness and lightning quick reflexes. But definitely Bengals could also be argued at number 1. But coming in at number 1, we all know it right now. It's hard to argue against the two lightning speed cheetah-like duo out of the Miami Dolphins. Through the first 8 games in the Super Bowl era, the two racked up 1,688 yards, the most in the NFL era. These guys, They make the game pretty easy for Tua. They are wide open every time. They are both so incredibly quick. Cheetah probably is the most electric playmaker we've ever seen, at least in our lifetime, being 25 years old, 24 years old for both of us. It is so incredibly special to watch them. Jalen Waddle is, pick 6 overall out of Alabama. He's looking like an absolute stud as well. It really is hard to argue anyone beating them in terms of wide receiver duos now going into the future. So fun to watch. Number 1, Miami Dolphins.
Future number 1, Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. But that concludes our intellectual minute for today. Top 5 wide receiver duos.
Subscribe for more Chris Berman.
Subscribe and tune in for more top 5s coming forward.